they do have a decent amount of warding, but those camps that the wards are on are just not respawned, so you wouldn't see the Kindred anyway. Kuro getting really frisky in the mid lane. The Culling going to be able to push him away, but trying to bait in here. The Gangplank ultimate also coming down. They do force the double flash, but here is Kuro looking to get on in. Misses that trouble bubble, though, and Tarzan's there on the Braum and smites it.
That's big, but I want to talk about the CS lead that Aiming has over this duo. Unless he dies here.
Look at him, he turns it around in a huge time in the jungle. Already completed that warrior enchant on the jungle item.
With no successful, but
they got that going on.
There's no help, so it's going to be more about pick. Speaking of pick,
they locked down Aiming, force that devour. The chains go wide on
the enemy team. You can understand it. Drake goes down, easily picked up by Afrika.
Really hard to take that away from Viper, who has total control.
All of LCK summer when it comes to the enemy team actually facing a funnel that's not making mistakes. Is going to be mid lane turret going down here from the Rift Herald.
Yep. Rift Herald over the wall, Keen on the right side to just zone them in behind the turret. Nice objective already taken, you guys will notice. It's pretty common against the funnel, but a big gold lead already. Change of Corruption's coming in onto Tarzan with the Black Shield, and the Morgana just too weak on top of that Cannon Barrage. Is just gonna disappear. Now they're trying to take down this turret, at least get a nice follow-up on the damage, looking for the pop forward there was Kuro to just sit 5 members in the mid lane and continuously push.
We usually make fun of teams for A-ramming. This might be the good time as Cho'Gath.
Oh boy, they don't have a Tom Kent on their team. He's sticking down, even Wolf getting a couple of nibbles there on the backside. Sword is going to live.
Can use both. You haven't used your original. As here we go.
You get the slow here on a Keen. The Culling comes in. The Black Shield is going to block that Chains of Corruptions. And maybe this is the fight that Griffin want to take here. You notice the Righteous Glory coming forward from Sword.
They're trying to disengage the Essence Reaver passive on Viper. I think it's down.
Yeah, he is going to be forced to blow that QSS. But the slow comes in. He has to flash away. And now he's out of this fight for the majority of it. He's just too low. Griffin, they want none of this. Just looking for that disengage, trying to lifesteal off the blue. Finding is going to come in. Kuro just popping his head forward. Tarzan, unfortunately, is going to have to jump to a member. They have a lot of disengage with the Swain and the Morgana, and somehow nobody dies.
But they need a free Infernal Afrika. They could have even rushed towards the Baron, but maybe just a little bit too risky.
This fight, it's going to be all up to Sword here. Has the vision. Is it going to come in?
Oh, he got it!
Sword does it for Griffin! And he does have the stasis too! He's going to survive for now, but he already did his job. Unbelievable. Perfectly done by Sword.
Afrika Freaks have done everything.
4 objectives. Wait for the Elder. Take that too. But this makes the game a lot more interesting.
And if you're the coaching staff, you've been watching this game, nodding your head, sipping your tea, thinking, yeah, okay, great stuff. They've done everything right. You spit out your tea at this moment and you say...
Poking forward, there's only one range minion there, and they are able to take down the turret because Griffin is not in position. But look at this, coming from behind. Trying to get on top of Afrika here. The trouble bubble is going to come down, but the slowed up Zoe, they get the knock up too. Can they get Kuro out of the fight? No, they cannot. The Lamster Spike comes in early, and the rest of Afrika looking to disengage.
The Essence Reaver on cooldown as well, as Viper uses ultimate at the start. Seeing Afrika continue to push up, even against Baron. They have strong seed. No
Lamster Spike now, so this might be their moment, but unfortunately Sword caught in the front is going to just feast aiming awkwardly, just not able to get out of that one. And now they lose their Cho'Gath. Afrika now going to get on top of him, but he does have his Zonia's ready to go. Does not matter. Behind the turret, funneling. This is a free Elder over to the side of Afrika.
So far, a perfect game. Only the Baron steal to Griffin. Stopping that from being on the charts. They have so much poke and so little engaged. This is the sort of Baron play that Afrika Freak should have made the first.
You can see what they're trying to do. 2 members down here. Now it's only Sword who's trying to get that flank through the little hole in the wall. Maybe if he can knock up Kuro here, or if they could lock someone up, that might be able to do it. Poke damage is going down onto Sword, but he's totally fine. The culling is going to be totally avoided, as well as the time. Okay, trying to get onto Kuro here. Does a nice bit of poking damage. The Locket's going to come out here. Change of Corruption onto Viper, as Aiming is going to back off, and now Lamster Spike. This time Toby's in there, just barely able to get that Zonia's off. Look at the back line, though. Keen is going 1v4, and able to do it at this point in the game. Here comes Spirit 2, trying to lock someone down. And it looks like Griffin has run out of gas. Afrika controlling this game from the get-go, winning against this funnel really, really easily. Going to be able to take out these Nexus turrets and take game number 1 against Griffin, the number 1 team here. Just picking up some extra kills on their way out. And there you go, 9-0 is the kills, 41 minutes and a half. Game 1 goes to Afrika.
And if there was no Baron steal from Sword, it would be a perfect game as well. Close to perfect on the side of the Afrika Freaks. And this is the sort of result they wanted. They were 2-0'd by Griffin 6 days ago. They get their rematch a lot earlier, and this is why I feel like the Griffin story is still to be written, because they are facing teams for the second time. It's one thing to watch VODs of how Griffin beat another team. It's another thing to watch VODs of how you lost to Griffin and adjust your own play. This was more about Griffin going for a strategy, but the Afrika Freaks were squared up. They were ready to go. And now for the side of Griffin, they'll need a very different draft in game number 2 if they're going to come back into the series.
Yeah, I still have confidence. I still have the stickers on my cheeks. So we'll see if that searing power will help Griffin in their next draft. I think definitely going to have to move away from the funnel as they move on to